Yo, what's up, all you beautiful people? Today I have another spectate for you guys, and before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support you guys been throwing down on these videos. If you guys want to see something specific, leave it in the comments below, either league related or non-league related. Thank you for the views. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the good shit. Let's get into this replay today. We're spectating FPX's top laner Nuguri playing top lane Graves this game. I'm just gonna let this clip roll a little bit here while we get started. He's against a Kayn with TP Smite. Yeah, I just want to let that settle in there too. We're gonna be mostly just watching Nuguri on this Graves, seeing how he lanes, seeing how his skill choice matches up, his build, seeing what he does with his lead, his pressure. Also, I'm going to turn Fog of War on this game instead of off, so we can kind of get a better understanding for the decision choices he is making with the knowledge he has as a top laner. His Echo is going in for a mighty aggressive start here, especially into Kayn. They can just combo you, and with a Talon that could be on that side as well. Talon has a lot of burst damage early, and with the Ignite. But Echo has no fear just coming in here. He's now going to get pincered by the Zed too. But I think he should be fine, especially if he just procs the passive. Yep, short trade going out. Goes okay for the blue team there. Just leaves with the Echo passive. Echo starts Q as well instead of W, as you see some of them do. Kayn is looking to start his Raptors here with the Smite here, looking for that early level 2. The cheese coming in from the Kayn against Nuguri's Graves. I want to see how it goes down. Real quick, I want to see the runes that Nuguri has here. Is Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, and Secondary Tree, Sacred Magical Footwear, and the Biscuit Delivery for the early lane presence. They actually invade the Kayn here, even though he's dust smited away to just get the combo off to interrupt the Kayn's cheese. Now Kayn is not going to get to level 2. He's going to be a little bit behind, and we're going to have the invade coming through from the Echo. There is no doubt that the Talon is going to then go for the opposite side of the map as well. Going to keep the eyes on the Nuguri here. Nuguri's not going to go up the top lane. I don't know if he actually misses the minion EXP there. Let me rewind it real quick before we do that here. I think I broke the replay again, dude. I hate that feature. There we go. So he does end up getting the minion EXP for these right here, for at least 2 of them, I think. He also gets some EXP from the Raptors as well. We're going to see as he walks up, one's going to die. Yep, he does get 2 EXP right there. And now he's going to get the rest of the EXP from this wave. Going to hit level 2 before the Kayn does, as Kayn is now walking back the lane, no doubt. Gonna go ahead and shove out the lane as well. Just wants the Kayn to feel pressured. Misses the minions because of the reload. Feels sad on Graves top. We did have a Graves top in the other replay. I think the Faker one, I believe, whenever Faker played Talon. And there we go. And it didn't really do much. Hopefully Nuguri can show us why this pick is being brought out, especially into solo queue, and see why it is so strong. Because normally when you think of Graves, you think of, he farms fast in the jungle, he wall bangs you if he finds you in the jungle too, using the Q very effectively, especially in any kind of burst situation is what he wants to do. Nuguri now is just shoving wave after wave. The Kayn is somewhere doing something, but he is not in lane whatsoever. He's like duo jungling or something with the Talon. This is very awkward. Oh, there's the Kayn. We saw him right here for just a second. Nuguri's just having a free lane right now. He's gonna hit the plates just going off top lane. This is a weird cheese. And this is what it comes down to too. It's like even if you're against some kind of weird cheese strat, just play the game. Play your own game. Don't play their game. Because every cheese strat, especially if you get something like, I don't know, like a Shaco or like any kind of like really weird level 2 jungler or some shit, like people always want to play their, like, the other person's game. Just play your own game. Play what you're supposed to do the best way you're supposed to do it. Play how your comp comes down. We're gonna get a pincer move on to the enemy red team. The Fleet Footwork coming out on the Graves. 2 autos coming down. We're not gonna get the Q off. Oh, the flash Q coming over the wall. We have the E as well. The speed up coming through. We're not gonna get him though. Oh, the W ends up finishing off the Talon for the first blood gold going over to the Graves. This Graves is now hella farmed. He's getting a free lane, got free turret plates, got free first blood gold. We have how much gold on this Nuguri? We have 1,200, almost 1,300 gold on him now. No lane opponent to be in sight because the Kayn just wants the cheese all day. And even though that they're keeping up in, you know, somewhat in levels, it is not very effective to this game in order for it to go. Even if the Kane comes up here to fight with the Graves now, he just has to farm the wave. But if Graves can just wall bang the turret over and over, yeah, like that, it's just that's all he has to do, and he's gonna poke the Kane right out of lane. The Kane is now going to be in a very, very poor position here, even though he does almost have the same minion score as Graves. Graves is definitely very, very strong right now. He hasn't bought. We have the Iron Spike coming off from Kane as he back and TP back to lane. We're no doubt going to get another short trade on it. We have a kill going down for the red team on the Echo in the mid lane, but I just want to keep focusing on this Nuguri, even though I keep letting the camera drift off him because I keep moving it. It's really awkward. Have to disable the auto-directed camera, I think. But we will see. We have another kill coming down from the side of the red team down bot lane. But again, just want to keep focusing on this Nuguri. He keeps just shoving it in, wants to get the turret plates, wants to get the trades off on the Kane. We do have the Kane now getting chunked out. The Q buffer with the Iron Spike Whip combo coming out just to clear the way from the Kane. That's very, very smart to do. But we're going to have the auto shove again coming in from the Graves. The saving grace now here is that if the red team wants to come up here and try to do something spicy. But if we have an equal engagement answer, which means if we have the same amount of players reacting on the blue side, we should have a win on the blue side just because of how much stronger this Graves is. Even though he hasn't bought, the Graves should definitely just keep pressuring here and at least get this turret plate. I think he's probably going to shove one more wave. Ooh, the Q wallbang actually hits the second part of it there onto the Kane as well. I'm sorry, I keep going off there like that. It's going to do it again. Quit. There we go. It's just going to keep shoving. The other players in this game are playing their own game. Now, Kane is just left up here to suffer for the entirety of it. We have the Kane try and trade back any kind of damage, just clear the wave as he can. The Graves combo almost killing him there. The ulti not quite having enough because of the E sustain that Kane gets when he goes inside the wall. Kane does have the back here. We're going to get another auto shove off on the Graves. The EXP advantage is going to come in here strong after this wave because the Kane cannot stick around. If he does, then Nuguri has an option just to keep firing him under tower. We do have very, very cheap mana cost on the side of the Grave. He does W the wave and just going to go ahead and go back. Kane decides not to back, which is actually fine there considering that Graves dumped his W for the mana or on the wave for the wave clear. He's just kind of back now. And now we're going to see him just get very, very strong here. We do have a kill coming over for the red side again. This Zed is now getting very, very strong as well. Even though he has not farmed a lot, he does have to kind of pick that up if he wants to match Nuguri's Graves at some point in this game. And as we all know, when Graves starts to E, he starts getting the grid stacks up. It is very hard to kill him as an AD champion, and we are full AD on the side of the red team as far as map roaming is concerned. Later, you do get the kind of team fight presence with Brand and Karthus to be a problem for the Graves, but as far as it's concerned right now, as the lane states just play out, we have a massive chunk just coming over on the side of the Graves. Just half health the Kane with a Q wall bang, 2 auto attacks, just gets that in, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes right now. If he gets a crit off too, that is just massive value. The Kane using his sustain to his advantage, getting the E going as well. And all we've seen Nuguri keep doing is just auto-shoving the wave, and he's not being punished by the enemy jungler whatsoever. The enemy jungler is just not playing up here. He is playing toward the other sides of the map. Here comes the enemy jungler now. The trade is going to go off on the Talon. I do not think you should just try and duel the Graves here, as the Talon, the Conqueror proc does come off, does back away as well. It doesn't have the ult or the ignite to fully fend off the Graves. But to be honest, the Graves just wants to auto shove. It's playing like some kind like Nuguri's just playing like he's on something like a Aurelia or just any kind of auto shove champion that you really would just want to fight with. Now we have Kane trying to prox the wave. The Graves is just going to look for this. If we have the Echo roaming up, we sure do. Kane is very slippery. He can kind of get out of most situations. The E is just going to come through. We're going to get the wall bang over on the side of the Talon too, as Kane fucks up, goes to the other side, and it's just going to be collapsed for the blue team. That was very, very poorly mismatch played. I'm not sure what they were doing there. The Kane just kind of trolling, it seems. I mean, when you're against a player like Nuguri on this Graves and you just decide to fuck yourself because the early cheese doesn't work, then what can you really do? The invade from the Graves and the Echo as well is really nice, really well played. We now have Nuguri on this Graves going back. The Karthas are stopping the recalls, getting some Dark Harvest and some shit across the board. Some pressure being laid down. We have the Zed here, able to push out the wave as well. Maybe if the Echo comes, the Rise can contest this as well. He probably will just back after this wave, leaving Rise to farm it up. Graves now coming back to lane. We have Kayn auto-shoving the wave as well. He just wants to leave, do something else. This is not a very fun lane for him, even though there's nothing for him to do on the map right now. He could just try to do some kind of cheeky invade. A pink ward does spot him out. Kayn sees it here, is going to clear it, except for the Graves that's coming right now. Gets autoed over the wall. It's going to cancel it. The Q burst coming down, flashes over the wall, and gets the crit to clean up the Kayn. This Graves is now just too fed in order to deal with. You cannot just fuck around and find out with him like that. As soon as you see the Graves there, especially, just leave. You leave, and if you want to do something with these, you have to wait for him to show on the wave. Even though, again, he's just going to shove too fast now. We have a turret falling in the mid lane for the blue team as the Rift Herald gets shot down. We're going to have another plate up here for the Nuguri as well. The TP coming in from the Kayn just to kind of stabilize this, but now it's level 10. Level 10 to level 8. And this top lane matchup is just too much of a difference. You do have to have your team to start coming up here. And again, the early cheese just did not plan out at all in Kayn's favor, so now he is just living the struggle bus life. So he gets comboed by the Graves, living with a smidgen of HP. But Graves is now just left up here again, uncontested. We have the Karma coming back up just in case as well. We see supports all the time just roaming to the opposite side of the map to do one thing or another. Kayn is going to get some fruit in the river, getting that back up. The Talon's showing up. The Zed's here as well. We have the TP coming over from the Rise, no doubt. The Rise is going to show up. We're going to have some AoE damage out onto this team with the Graves combo as well. Kayn just does not do enough damage. We have the Karma finishing off the Talon as well. Zed trying to play some mind games, going back forward, but the point and click spells coming out from the Rise. Now we have the TP coming out from the Karthas suit trying to equalize it, but it's a little too late, and he falls as well. Blue team coming out with a smashing victory, going to get this top tower, no doubt, as well. And that means uncontested bot side, uncontested dragon. Red team is just not playing cohesively. They have waited too long to influence this top side. We have seen all game for 10 minutes of this game. How much has Talon been top side, even though Nuguri has been auto-shoving the wave? It's zero. Just none. Now, Talon's still been doing stuff, you know, or also around the map, but it's just that early cheese that comes out. We do have the Brand try and trade down some damage. Nuguri does get the top lane tower and shoves another wave. Kayn's just gonna farm this up, no doubt, right? Yep, there he goes. We have a shutdown going over on the side of the red team. Kills the Ezreal. We have Echo just getting the dragon as well after getting the Rift Herald. This is gonna stabilize the lane. We now have Nuguri on this side, just trying to get farm, being proactive, always trying to get gold. Any of these pro players, like I've said, they're not waiting in the bushes. They're not setting up for weird one-off plays. They're playing for consistency. They're trying to just get gold around the map, and actually leaves this to be taken up by the tower. I don't know if that's 100% worth, but just wants to get the Skull Crab. The Skull Crab is a lot of gold too, value-wise. Is just going to look for the Graves of the wall, the smoke screen coming down, one tap almost coming out, doesn't even need a wallbang, the Q, the crit coming over, and just killing him right there. Unstoppable on this Graves. So again, if the enemy team just doesn't want to punish you as an auto-shoving Graves, you will just get very strong, especially when you don't have a lane opponent. Even if you did have a lane opponent in this game, like if the Talon did decide to lane against the Graves, you do still just get shoved out. You do have the range versus melee matchup. Kayn cannot trade that well into the Graves. You do get kind of kited. The downfall of Graves is autos don't go through minions, so if you play around that and the Graves makes a mistake, then you can just get that in. This game is looking to be just a clean stop on this side too. I mean, to be honest, the Talon played around his mid a lot. Top, mid, and jungle should have just kept just banging the Graves out. And then by the time they decided to do it, which was at what, like 11 minutes, the damage has already been done. Nuguri is already insanely fed from getting all the turret plates, all the free farm, even kills going over on the side of the Kayn as well. It's just too much for the Kane to handle now. He's level 9 to level 12 Graves right now. The wall been going off the crit, going as well, just almost insta-killing him. No form Kane right now. He is living the struggle bus life. He probably just wants to get red form, if I had to guess. Because I think he would have blue form by all the attempts he is trading. The crit comes out on the Zed, and as we see the combo 2 just finishing him off, oh my lord. The Zed just blows up. He is level 9 as well. Graves level 12, level 10 on this Echo. We see full EXP advantages coming across the board, except for the side of the jungle, even though Talon does farm much faster than that. And now this is going to be an auto show game. I'm just going to let this on directed camera now. Probably going to turn off Fog of War. I turned on Fog of War this game just to see if Jesus Christ, yeah, the Rise combo is sick nastying that guy. Couldn't actually move, gets the phase rush to just dance around him. Just insane. They're just going to try and choke vision now. The trade coming out on the side of the Talon. The Talon actually cannot put up with the damage that he can put out. This time coming down on the Zed. Ulti convergence coming down from the side of the Echo. Just going to trade back onto the Zed. The Zed is now feeling very, very useless. Has this Ghost Blade, but nothing much else. Just on the side of the Echo. Echo does kind of just shit on Zed as a whole. Zed pumps his combo in. Echo just wants to ulti, and then that's all it is. Karma Chain comes out. We're just gonna have everyone just going in one by one. Again, I said this earlier, right? The team is just not playing as a cohesive unit, and what they should have done, especially to punish the Graves that was just auto shoving over and over and over, was just roam as a unit in order to kill the Graves top side. We didn't see like Nuguri do any kind of advanced ward strat. He was against Cheese, and he was like, okay, well, I can just shove lane and get turret plates. That's what I'm gonna do. That's all he did, and no one punched for it. And again, this isn't some kind of, you know, bronze spectators. This is a challenger game. Challenger game on EU West where pros are playing, right? This is the boot camp, and we see people just not getting punished for this. And now we see Talon going full dagger. So this game is most likely over. Now I don't see. Oh man, just insane. There's nothing you can do on the side of the red team now. Like there's just too much on the side of the blue team to actually lose this game. So I'm just gonna pause the replay right here. This game is looking just very sad. There was 0 contests from anyone on the red side. Much more stompier game on the form of this blue squad. Other than the Faker game, the Faker game was actually really close. We had the like every lane just kind of getting its shit shoved in early, and then here we just had like a pro player and people playing consistent enough just to not lose the game, and then we had a red squad that was boosted or something. Just looking like absolute animals. It's not punishing mistakes, right? Which is what this comes down to. The mistake of the Kane is that he wants to go for an early cheese. To punish that, Nuguri just goes, okay, I'll just auto shove the wave, and if you come up here with like 3 members, then I'm in trouble. But if you don't and you decide to lane against me after losing the entire early game, like I'll just survive anyway. The turret plates go over, and turret plates do make up a lot of gold, especially early. Like you end up getting turret plates, 2 of them equals a kill, right? So you can definitely get that shit going. No turret plates on the side of the red squad there early either. So we just had free lane, top lane, mid lane didn't really do anything with his lead, even though we did see some plays early, but like that was it. There was no cohesive play on the side. Like Talon just went, oh, okay, my Kane's cheesing, I guess I can't play on that side. And again, it's solo queue, right? So like you can only expect some form of cohesion, but look at the 71 farms at 16 minutes in a challenger game, right? Like holy shit, that's the kind of stuff that you would see, and just like you guys ever seen Salty Timo, dude? Like bronze spectates, like that's the shit you see right here. This is the shit. This is the Zed that you see right here. Holy fuck, dude! That guy did not have a good game. It's a Twitch streamer too. Damn, poor guy. Guy just got fucking manhandled after getting a lead, actually. And again, just as far as like stuff you can punish, punishing bot side isn't that easy at all, because you have the side of Ezreal Karma, right? You do have the like safety net of that lane. So if like you try to go down there over and over and over, most likely it's just going to be you wasting resources. So the only side you can really punish is the Graves. And the one time they decided to go up there after 10 fucking minutes of the game, it was answered by the entire enemy team. Even though the Karthus decided to TP like 7 minutes late too. If you're gonna TP at all, you gotta TP earlier than that, I think. But yeah, just a very clean game over the side of Nuguri, just not reacting to the cheese at all, doing what he needs to do in order to win the game, and that's what it takes, is playing consistently, being consistent, doing what you need to do. You're not trying, like, adapting to the game is important, like this game, right? Again, for the side of the Talon and the Zed should have adapted and rotated top over and over and over, especially when Nuguri is playing into the tower the entire game. But it just doesn't happen. That's kind of how you beat this auto push style, this like really punishing, oppressive laner. You do have to kind of just gank it because it doesn't have a lot of escape options. Even though when it's with its team with an already massive lead, you do kind of just fall over if they decide to answer. That's why you kind of gotta get the jump and surprise, gotta play with the vision game, all that good shit. But anyway, guys, that's the Spectate. Like, we're playing Graves. Very sad game. I did not expect the cheese to be like this. I thought it was going to be more of a what do you call it? Like a game where Nuguri just kind of dances around the Talon and the Zed, especially after looking at the final scores. As like I said, I'm not going to go like throughout the game, but the Talon does do stuff, and then the ball doesn't look very strong. We do have the Zed, the next strongest member, even though the Kayn is a non-factor in this game because the cheese just did not work out. But yeah, long story short, guys, just play consistent, do what you need to do. If you're gonna do this kind of cheese style, you got to be good at it. And if you get fucked early, you have to know, like, in order to adapt, what you have to do. And even if you do adapt to it, cheese can only get you so far. Cheese is normally what, like an early game surprise, like, oh shit, they're doing this kind of thing, right? And then obviously the Nuguri or the Echo knew that this was going to happen because they did it as a cohesive unit. They went in there and solved the problem when they saw that Kayn had smite as well. But yeah, just play consistently, guys. Just a fucking stompy ass game coming over from the side of the Nuguri. Definitely gonna do more spectates. Hopefully all of them will be like this. The Faker one was really good. This one was just kind of sad. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, be awesome. If you guys want to see some content, either league related or non-league related, leave it in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, all that good shit. See you guys next time.